Scorpio, it's Dr. Leona Mercury, and I'm coming to you right now to give you a general collective reading with your stone, power stone here for Mars energy. So I'm a Vedic reader in Vedic astrology. Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. These are mala beads. I use them to count out the cards, to count out my shuffles, I should say, Scorpio, prior to turning on the camera. As a Vedic reader, somebody who studied under a guru, a Siddha guru for the last 12 years, what we do is when we want to manifest things into reality, besides looking at our astrological chart and understanding the planets and things along those lines, as well as using food as medicine and meditation, part of what we do is manifest. With manifestation, there you go, you can see it's real. I'm cleansing the space right now. We say mantras 108 times. You can say affirmations. I'm going to go ahead and do that for the cracks as well as for this voodoo doll. When you say mantras 108 times, you for about 40 days, you will have the ability to manifest those things into reality. Not like winning the lottery. It's not exactly like that. But you will find that things will sort of move out of your way. It's really interesting. So whenever I do this beautiful candle and the voodoo doll is for tranquility. I named the voodoo doll Chandra, by the way. The voodoo doll comes from Marie Laveau's shop on Bourbon Street. The candle from the Flirty Girl on Chatra. You can get this online as well. I'm not being paid to say any of this, by the way, but it is my area, so I just want to, this I made myself from last year's take of the sage and the rose petals. It's for chakra cleansing and also chakra balancing, just like these mala beads. So if you want to manifest in reality, you can say mantras 108 times, my beautiful Scorpios. I'm going to go ahead and get started on your reading. I am located in New Orleans, and your first card is Ace of Wands. That's very Scorpio-like, amazing. Scorpios, one of your ruling planets, Pluto, went retrograde on April 29th and will be retrograde until early October. Six of Cups is coming up next. This is a big opportunity coming through. It could be with love. We've got Cups here. Passionate love, perhaps. We'll have to continue the reading to see. But it does look like some of you have a big idea as well. And you can see with the card, the full moon is here. Okay, so with that full moon there, today I'm reading it on May the 14th. This reading is actually, I say late May because, I love these readers who put up like specific dates. I get that that's their process, but I know my reading will be good from now for about a year from now, but we're going through energies. And as we go through the energies, it's like the story is becoming more clear. So I'm noticing this anyway. So Four of Pentacles coming up next. I'm going to tell you more about this. This is a little backwards energy coming up for you, my beautiful, beautiful Scorpios. So the bottom line is I'm aware that I can't say it's for these specific dates. I can tell you that we have some full moon energy on the deck already. So anytime between May the 16th and June the 3rd and or 4th. So on the 3rd, Mercury goes direct. It went retrograde on May 10th. And on June 4th, the very next day, Saturn goes retrograde. We have a bunch of retrogrades coming up. We are in full retrograde season. Neptune will be going retrograde as well as Jupiter. When that happens, we lose our ability to have power in our dreams, and we will lose our luck for at least a short time period this year. I want you to also keep in mind the date July 31st, because Jupiter goes retrograde on July 28th. A few days later, on July 31st, Uranus, the planet of major life-altering change, and the North Node, which is sudden changes. It's one of the destiny nodes. I know, do you like my snap was not so great there? So, hey, okay. I'm a reader. I'm not like out there snapping my fingers all the time. So I am not bad at it, but, it is what it is. So the bottom line is Uranus, the North Node, and Mars your ruling planet in Vedic astrology, or one of them, is going to be in a triple conjunction. So Mars energy is swift, it's aggressive, along with sudden change from Rahu, from that destiny node. The north node is a destiny node, and Uranus. So Vedic readers, generally, when I'm doing a reading for you, like if you were to ask me to do your reading, I may or may not actually show you Uranus, Pluto, or Neptune, because those planets can show where the end of life might be. There you go. So we don't generally include them because we don't want people to focus on future events that, you know, you can change. We know we can change our karma, because we can. If epigenetics is correct, which it is, that we can change karma. The DNA you're born with, you can change it. That's what the study of epigenetics is all about, and that's really what Siddha medicine does. So, okay, let's see where we're at here. So far, we've got the Ace of Wands. We've got this Six of Cups here. So, past life, something, maybe something from your past is going to be influencing this big idea. I also see that you're hanging on to something here, and it does look like you want to have a reunion, and that reunion might be happening. And if you can see right there on the card, there's the word Leo. Can you see it? There's also a 3 and a 6 down there. I've been seeing the 6 and 3, 3 and 6 in my readings for everybody. Check out all the energy readings that I just recently did. If you didn't see the blood moon readings, please check those too. It's like a progression I'm noticing as I'm doing this. The Herald of Swords comes after the Ace of Swords. So you're getting some clarity about something. You've been holding on to something from the past, my beautiful Scorpios. And it's like you're suddenly, it's almost as if, you know, the first card in the deck, the first card on the board is always, has the most influence. That's good news in this scenario, because it does look like there's some backwards energy with the 6 and the 4. It also looks like we've got some immature energy. The Herald of Swords is the Page of Swords. This is also Stalker energy for me, so be careful. The Leo here coming out, not a coincidence, I'm sure, with this Ace of Wands. So you are a fixed sign, my beautiful Scorpios. I'm not surprised. Now you have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so you have the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Swords, 2 6s. That's the spirit of love. I do think this is a love reading. It's turning into that. Now we've got 4 of Cups. Okay, we got some cups here. We got swords. We got a little bit of everybody here, I'm seeing. The 4 of Cups is all about holding back or having the luxury of time to be able to think about things. You know, that's the other way to look at it. In the Rider-Waite, classic Rider-Waite deck, you see somebody with folded arms, sitting under a tree. The divine is literally handing them a cup, and they're like, I don't see it. All these other cups, I see nothing. It's so in the Thoth deck, it's 4 of Cups is translated as luxury. I sort of see it as a combination of somebody having the luxury of time or wanting the luxury of time, with the 6 of Swords, wanting to escape reality. Maybe there's some fantasizing happening here with the Stalker energy. We go from the Herald of Swords to the Knight of Swords. That's good progress. I like that. That's a little bit more aggressive energy. And then the King of Swords. No, I'm sorry, the 9 of Swords. Huh. So some of you out there are having some sleepless nights. Is this stalker actually getting more aggressive? Are we going from cyber stalking to like driving by your house and stuff like that? I hope that's not happening. If it is, I'm sending you lots of love. There's a ton of swords in your reading. Oh, my beautiful Scorpios. I'm sending you a big, big hug. 8 of Swords is here now. Some of you feel very stuck. Again, some backwards energy, 9 to 8. There's just a lot of swords happening here. And this might be why. Is this about a marriage? Are some of you trying to divorce someone that's stalking you now? Are you trying to leave a commitment? Feeling stuck? This is a marriage. 8 of Swords with the Hierophant. You have a lot of, some of you out there, remember, this is a general collective reading. So not everybody is going to resonate with this. Everybody's an individual, right? There is a general sense of energy here about some big idea coming through for you, a passionate new start, something from your past. And it does look like something you're holding on to. You might be getting clarity about that. I think, in fact, you are. You also maybe want to get together with somebody. Some of you out there may want to escape, go on a vacation with someone. I do see that's something that's been delayed for some of you out there. This is the general energy. Then we go have some progress here when we go from Herald of Swords to Knight of Swords. We've got 9 of Swords and 8 of Swords. There's a lot of swords on the board. That means that you may be in your head a little bit, my beautiful Scorpios. If it's not you, it's someone else. If none of this resonates for you, certainly just leave it behind. But it does look like, I don't know, somebody's got a stalker, and it looks like they're upping their game. And this could be connected to your committed relationship. Yep, 2 of Cups. You see how she's like on fire? Like, I don't think this relationship is going very well. If this isn't, oh my God, nope, look at that. No sooner did I say that than the 10 of Swords came out. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I do have Scorpio placement, like a lot of planets in Scorpio. So I'm a little worried now. Wow. Okay. Yikes. We've got some serious swords on the board. I don't have any idea why. The last time I did a reading for you, there was like a lot of death, and that made me scared too. Oh my gosh. You know what I think this is? I think you need to have an ending in a relationship before you can have this beginning. The Ace of Wands here and the Ace of Cups here. The High Priestess, this is something you know is coming, my beautiful Scorpios. You know it's there for you. And the Fool card. That is a new opportunity coming up for you, the World. Things are about to turn, I think, in the fall in particular. There's going to be some good energy for you. And Scorpio, the Sun. I love this now. Now I'm happy. Oh boy, the bottom of the deck, somebody's yelling. Don't forget that. Oh, I did forget it, but here you go. The Hangman is at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, there might be someone with some Piscean placement in your energy. There could be some Leo here, but I'm seeing so many swords, my beautiful Scorpios, that I am wondering if you're not hanging out with a Libra or somebody with Libra placement. I'm just putting these extra cards back there, and I am going to get the full story for you, okay? All right, so we've kind of gotten most of it already. We start with an Ace of Swords, an Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords here. We also have the Ace of Cups. So you have 3 aces on this deck. This is actually a really positive reading. I do see that for some of you within the collective, there is clarity about a relationship. You need to cut someone out. You need to escape a situation. And it does look like, for some of you, it's a marriage or it's a committed relationship. There's someone here that has some immature energy, but the but is, it does look like there's going to be some difficulty in getting out of here, but it does look like it's going to end. And you're going to have love come in right after that. And you kind of have a sense about this with the High Priestess here. Some of you also may have delayed this ending because there's real love here as well. Whatever is happening here. You know, sometimes when a relationship ends, people get a little bit squirrely. That's how I'm going to put it. They get a little bit weird. The person that you loved, had children with, the person that you basically gave up most of your life for, they're just weird about it. Something's not right anymore, and instead of just admitting it, it's becomes a weird situation. Things get weird, and it shouldn't be that way. It should just be very adult. I think I did see that there was some stalker energy in one of your other readings, that there was more than one person, and I thought that it was people you knew, and maybe you do know this person. For stalking, a lot of the, oops, it touched the Sun card. Did you guys see that? A lot of the statistics for stalking show that Usually you know the person. It's not always an intimate partner, though. It can be a male family member, too. It can also be like a coworker or like someone that's done some work for you, like in your house or something along those lines. So, yep, scary world out there, especially if you're born female or present as female. Now I'm getting this energy right here. The Herald of Swords. Yeah, this is all about whoever this is, I think. It's about you, but this person here is not you. You're getting clarity that this person exists, whoever this is. So for some of you, you want to get together with somebody and it's just not going to work out. And it might be an ex with the Six of Cups here. You might want to get together again with an ex, and that might happen for a little while. You might put out, some feelers. You two might be able to get out there together for a little bit with the Six of Swords. You might be able to escape whatever the energy was that prevented you from getting together, but someone holds back. It could be you or them. That's for some of you. This energy is going to translate differently for every individual out there. For others of you, I think you're beginning to recognize that someone you know has been stalking you and you need to get away from them. It could be someone you're dating. It could be someone you're in a committed partnership with. They are watching you. They might even be recording you in your own space, your own home. You might find things, odd things happening, like, I don't know, like there could be something like you know that something's not right when you've been like talking to a friend, let's say in your house, and later on this partner comes back from work and is asking you questions about the person you were talking to, not any kind of romantic way, just a friend even, and they somehow know that you were talking to that friend, right? So I see my Nola isn't even visible. Oh, it's maybe a little bit visible. I also got this from the Flirty Girl, by the way. I just love that shop. It's so nice. So it's like a fun space, makes you feel better. So I'm seeing that energy here on the board. That's why we've got Chandra here. I named this voodoo doll Chandra because it means moon in Sanskrit. And Chandra actually has the moon right there. I put Chandra's hair up like that, Scorpio. It just felt like Chandra needed a little update on the hair. Did you just see that? Wow, it was kind of precariously perched. So it does look, my beautiful Scorpios, like regardless of some of the garbage that's happening here, I see some pretty yucky energy. The universe wanted you to know that a passionate new beginning is coming in, and it's going to have a lot of love. You're going to have clarity about whatever this energy means for you as an individual. You're going to be getting clarity about a sticky situation. It could be work. I don't sense that, but it could be for some of you out there. For others, it's about a person that you don't even know necessarily, or you're not aware that they're stalking you, but they are. It could be cyber stalking that kind of ends up being something a little more than that here. I do see the end of a commitment here. We've got the Eight of Swords, and there's anxiety about a commitment. And it's Two of Cups connected to the Hierophant with the Eight of Swords. That's you feeling stuck, feeling like you can't move, feeling like you can't leave. There might be some financial abuse happening here. And if you are, and there's betrayal for sure. A partner has betrayed you. Two of Cups and 10 of Swords. I don't know how, because it can manifest in lots of different ways. Betrayal, I feel like there's been some financial abuse, because you also got this Four of Pentacles. And so the Five of Pentacles is feeling like poor, being worried about being poor, being worried about not talking to someone, fearing disease. Whereas Four of Pentacles is like, trying to save your money, maybe because something's coming. Maybe that's why you're saving money, because you're getting clarity on this overall situation. But I want my beautiful Scorpios out there to feel confident, even though an ending does look like it's on the board for at least some people in this collective. The Ace of Cups is right here for you, along with the High Priestess. So perhaps somebody with even Piscean energy is coming through. That's kind of nice. With the Fool card, this for me represents Aries. So the Hierophant is Taurus. You know, look for planetary placements in your chart. Go ahead and look for the Sun, look for Mars, look for Pluto, because those are planets that are directly connected to you. Look for the Moon as well. I don't see much Cancerian energy here, to be honest with you, but I do see Pisces as a potential possibility here. I see a lot of swords as well. So any sign that's like an air sign, that could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Although I don't see any Saturnian or Uranus energy here. But because the Sun card is here, my beautiful Scorpios, I am going to give you a warning again about that July 31 date. Now, don't blame people born on that day, okay? Because it's not their fault. I have this Threads of Fate deck right here. So let's see. Nature is the first card, okay? I'm going to pull another one for you, my beautiful Scorpios, even though I'm scared now. Soul work. So go into nature. That will help you to connect to soul. Your Sun card is here. In Vedic astrology, the Sun represents your soul. The Moon represents your mind and your emotions. The Sun represents your soul. Your first house is where your ascendant is. That's your ascendant, and that represents your physical life. So hopefully all these things are helpful to you. I think it's time to do some soul work, to connect to yourself in nature, to rise above the problem. I do see the eclipse coming up. I'm going to try to get this up before then. I do see that as being important to you. And the summertime, the late summer is going to be important as well. Remember, your ruling planet is going to come in, one of your ruling planets is going to come into conjunction with the planet of life-altering major changes, Uranus, at the end of July, on July 31. And that will also be a triple conjunction with the North Node, a node of destiny, which is fast changes. Mars energy can be very aggressive, very swift. So please be careful on that date, around that date, with Jupiter retrograde a few days earlier and Neptune retrograde about a month before that, as well as Pluto being in retrograde, and Saturn. Saturn retrograde usually brings in karmic returns very quickly. It also can just be like broken bones, like weird accidents can happen. So Scorpio, you rule the 8th house. That's the house of sudden illness, sudden death, sudden change. It's already there for you. So please be careful in later July, early August. That energy will still be around for about a week before and a week after. Okay, so my beautiful Scorpios, be safe this summer. I'm telling you that right now. I think that also, keep in mind that there does look like there's some issues here, and please like, share, and subscribe on my channel, but particularly comment on the video. Let me know if you're dealing with this, and obviously if you don't want to post something like this, because this looks pretty serious to me on YouTube in a public comment, please email me, leonamercuryphd@gmail.com. Please email me if you'd like a personal reading. Because I saw some anxiety here on the board, I'm going to give you a tip because of the work that I do. I help people in lots of ways, but I'm, outside of this, I'm a doctor. I have like a doctorate, so I do something with that. And the bottom line is the speed of your thoughts matches the speed of your breath. If you want to slow your thoughts, slow your breath. Start by taking a nice deep cleansing breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Go nice and easy. Tell yourself you're doing very well. And then focus on your breathing, slowing it down, keeping it nice and even. Anytime your thoughts begin to wander or run away with you, go back to the breathing. Go back, make that your core, and continue to tell yourself that you're doing well. Take a page out of the Siddha book if you want, and say affirmations. If you don't want to say mantras, say affirmations that will help you to feel more positive. I am worthy of real love. I am worthy of respect. I am worthy of equal treatment within my relationship. I am worthy of making money, earning money, making money, and keeping money. Things like that will help you to stay focused and stay on track and stay calm in any situation. My friend Heidi Messenger, who was a true psychic medium, is always with me here today. Oh my gosh, this is about partnerships. The number 2 and 9, 29 at the bottom, that's completion, karmic completion and wholeness within a relationship. The number 29 also goes back to the number 11. It simplifies to that, which is the primary master number in numerology, a number of awakening, enlightenment, also the number of twin flames, 1111. Loyal and faithful partnership is the blessing of the swan. Through all life's storms and challenges, the loyalty stays strong. Okay, that's so lovely. Thank you, Heidi. So some of you have a partnership and marriage coming up here. Some of you, just because of Heidi's card, I'm sort of wondering, but then this 10 of Swords is here, so it does look like there's an ending. But I think that this ending is the ending of a partnership, an old situation, and a new one is coming out for you here. A really nice new one is coming out with a lot of happiness. Wherever the sun is in your chart in Vedic astrology, wherever the sun is, that is where your happiness is, but it's also your billions. Remember, the sun rules Leo, and Leo rules the 5th house. That's the house of past life luck. So I see you getting a boon here. It's here for you. You have 3 aces. Each of those is a boon. Then the world turns. You're getting an opportunity. That opportunity is a world-changing thing in your favor. That could be the end of July. Could be a positive thing for you. And then you get happiness out of it. So it might actually be that Heidi is telling you that at the end of this what looks like to be a difficult road where you might be losing some sleep, some of you out there, if you get out in nature and you do some soul searching for yourself, for your own benefit, and this is also goes back to nature as well, you will, I think, have some major happiness here. And I do feel like between now and like the fall, early fall, you're going to see at least some of the story unfold. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Again, please like, share, and subscribe, my beautiful Scorpios. I love you so much. And I do have major Scorpio placement in my chart. So I understand what it's like to have that energy. The Mars energy can be difficult. Look and see where Mars is in your chart, and please look and see if you have retrograde or not. That's important. Okay. Go ahead and take a listen to my podcast on Spotify. It's called Traveling Amongst the Stars, and the information is in the description box below. If you'd like me to do a personal reading or to do your astrological chart, please let me know. Extended readings are right now exclusively on Patreon. At some point, people are asking for individual extendeds, so I will be setting that up on my website. You'll be able to purchase an extended for the same price as you would on Patreon, except that on Patreon you get, for basically pennies, you get every extended ever, along with all kinds of exclusive access and, first access, early access, all kinds of stuff to events. Like I'm having a psychic reading event. There's only 20 spaces, and that will be sometime at the end of June. I continue to have people coming through, and honestly, I do have people coming through for you too, but I'm trying to keep it under wraps, my beautiful Scorpios. So I love you so much. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.